What's up everyone, it's B here of Moto TV, and today we're back at A&S Motorcycles in Sacramento, California, test riding another sport bike. We're back on home territory. So today we're test riding the 2018 Ducati Panigale 959. I'm so stoked, this bike is gorgeous. They do have the Corsa model up on the showroom floor, but we get to ride the red one. It's super cool, and it comes with only suspension, Brembo brakes. It's got raised DNA as per Ducati's website. So let's take a look around the bike, let's get geared up, and let's go hit up the local Starbucks. And here we are, we're riding the 2018 Panigale 959. This bike is absolutely gorgeous. I just love how it looks. So right now we're in the wet mode. So the bike is almost 1,000 cc's. It has about 150 horsepower, about a little over 100 foot-pound of torque. So I figure, you know what, let's put it a little let's cut it down. Let's see how it feels in the wet mode. And really, it's really nimble so far in the wet mode. This was almost full throttle. It can go, but it's nimble. It's wet mode. It's not supposed to be really aggressive, so that's great. If you're just getting used to a bigger cc bike, putting it in a wet mode could be very helpful for you. So this is really awesome. How are the ergonomics on it? So, you know, it's a super sport. It's by far more forward, it's aggressive. It's not as comfortable as, let's say, the BMW S1000RR, but it's not as uncomfortable as the as an R6 or R1. So it's somewhere in between there, if you ever ridden any of those two. So it's somewhere in between, I would say. It's comfortable enough. I think you could ride it for quite a while before you get tired. The brakes on it work really nicely. And it's a brand new bike, so if you ever ridden a brand new bike, brakes have to break in a little. No pun intended. So just right out of the gate, those brakes work quite nicely. The seat is a little hard. I wish the seat would be a little more comfortable on it. I know it's a sport bike, and I know that you're supposed to be leaning off of it, but you know, I always look for that all-around motorcycle, that something that can check all the boxes, that I can commute on without getting too tired, that I can take to the track. So the seat a little uncomfortable, but you know, there's so many aftermarket options for it that this really isn't a problem. Let's see, I can't flat foot it. I'm on like my toes, but I have enough stand that I feel comfortable holding it up and won't like I don't feel like I would drop it. So I'm 5'6", I'm about 120 pounds. It fits me quite nicely. It is quite skinny. It's skinny. It's definitely pretty skinny, and kind of like where the tank is. It's quite skinny. It's not too skinny, but maybe if you're a little bigger dude, it might not fit you quite right. It fits me quite nicely. I think if you're like over 6 something, you might feel a little bogged down by it. Let's switch the mode into sport. There we go. So this one is pretty easy to switch modes. It's just push this little button, hold it, and you're switched out. So sport modes, you can see the traction control, ABS, and the safety pack is less aggressive. So let's see what that gives us. Oh yeah, so definitely quick shifter a little rough. that was better. So the funny thing about quick shifters is typically when you're not that high in the revs and you use it, it's a little rougher. So the rougher your ride, the smoother the quick shifter, if that makes any sense to you. So yeah, it's quite nice. It has a lot of pickup. So it's a twin, so there's quite a bit of vibration going on right now. It's not like super bad like on a one cylinder, but it's two cylinders, it vibrates, but it also gives you that cool twin sound, which, hey, you know, I will take little vibrations over a little over the gurgle. I really like the gurgle, so my primary bike is an MT-09 right now anyway. So it rumbles and it pops, and this sounds very deep and throaty. I love it. Let's rev it. It sounds quite mean. So for, you know, almost 1000cc motorcycle, this thing is actually really light feeling. The weight distribution on it is quite nice. It doesn't feel bulky or heavy. Like DR1, riding it just doesn't fit me, right? I'm a little too slow for it, and riding it, I wasn't really comfortable. It felt just heavy. This feels really light, really maneuverable, very also tame. The throttle is really, really smooth. I really like the throttle on it. So we're in the sport mode right now, so we're a little more aggressive, but it still is very smooth. Like you get on it and it's just kind of, the power base is really nice. I enjoyed quite a lot. So today is about, we're at 75 degrees and we've been like, what, 5 minutes on the road, and I can already tell that the bike is heating up quite a bit by my legs. I can feel the heat of the motorcycle. And I'm used to 600, so like my GSXR ran out at like 210 degrees just as out of principle. So this is probably something very similar. I don't think it's a big deal, but it probably is gonna get a little uncomfortable if you're lane splitting on it a lot. Those bikes are just not built for lane splitting, right? Those are built to move and air cool. So if you start lane splitting on it in California at a 90-degree weather, your ass will be toasty. There's just no way around it. But even, and my MT burns my butt a little. The 600s just boiled it. So it is kind of what it is. But I can already tell it kind of does get pretty warm back there. But again, this is meant to go places, not lane split. So far my wrists are not too mad at me. I primarily got rid of the R6 because my, well, first I stopped being able to touch the ground on it. I lost weight, and then the suspension stopped compressing quite as much at the standstill. So I couldn't touch the ground, so the bike had to go. But my wrists also really bothered me, like a lot on it. And this is really not bad at all. I wish they would do something with the display. I've been really enjoying the little color TFT displays. This is still a pretty old display. I assume they'll redo that sooner than later. Sorry, I'm fussing with the shifting. I am just not used to standard shift. We run GP shift on all the bikes. It's just it's gonna be in every single video. We're gonna be both fussing with the shifting. So Bill is test riding a Triumph Tiger. He's been test riding quite a bit of those adventure bikes. They've gained a lot of traction and popularity. So, and he's been always like kind of curious about it, but we couldn't justify buying any of those. So that's been kind of cool to test ride all of that and see where we're at and what we like. He so far likes the XR the most. Obviously it's the S1000RR engine, so what not to like. Woohoo! And downshift. So The stock levers, they look really nice. They're powder coated black, so I like that. But my little hands are a little too short, so I'm struggling a little with the clutch release. So let's put the bike in race mode and see how things change up. There's quite a bit of traffic. Oh yeah. Alright, race mode, definitely the bike wants to go by far more. You can see I'm just like barely getting on it. And it's like, let's wheelie places, that would be great. But can't wheelie it. We're on the street. No hooligan stuff. Be safe. Oh yeah. Okay. So definitely use. So sport mode. I was like, hey, you know what? That's a 1000cc bike. I don't feel like I'm on a 1000cc. I feel like I'm on the overpowered 600 on steroids. Let's say. Put it in race mode. That whole thing changes. Its throttle is much more touchy. You can see all the electronics are almost turned off now. We're like at 131. Very touchy throttle now. It's not like jumpy, but it is touchy, if that makes sense. It's still predictable, but it's definitely predictable that you will go fast. Ooh, it gurgles and rumbles and just, I like it. I really like, people ask me, oh, you guys should test ride electric motorcycles. And I have like zero to no interest in riding something electric. I feel like it's just missing that rumble. I really like the exhaust noise. I really like the cracking and popping. So this bike definitely has got it if you enjoy that sort of thing. Like, I know the electric bikes have a lot of torque and go fast, really fast, but yeah, where's my cracking and popping and fireballs? I enjoy fireballs. Alright, so it definitely goes. I'm always confused about this road. Is this like a 1-lane, 2-lane situation? Like, tax dollars, where are you? Can we like clarify this here? Oh, still indicating. So yeah, so you know, the suspension isn't adjusted on it yet, so it's like factory settings, so it's not too uncomfortable through all the bumps. But you know, it is a sport bike, so you definitely feel the bike bumps, but that's to be expected on any sport bike, really. Or your suspension is just way too soft. It feels nice. It's definitely got a lot of pickup. It rides really smoothly. I love how it sounds. And oh my god, they're so pretty. I'm really in love with the Super Sport S. I actually like the Super Sport S a little better because it's a little more comfortable to ride, in my opinion. I don't need all that power that this bike comes with. I really like carrying speed and kind of. I'm not too huge on the really hard braking and really hard acceleration. I'll accelerate pretty hard, but I don't enjoy the hard braking. There's just something about it. It just scares me a little. So this bike, I don't mind riding it. It's not intimidating whatsoever. It's like if you have some miles under your belt, you shouldn't have any problems riding it. But the Super Sport S, for me, it seems like a better fit. It's a little less aggressive, a little more, I don't want to say nimble, but a little more smoother. No, this bike is pretty smooth too. I don't know how to explain it. Just there's just something about the Super Sport S that I really enjoy. But this is quite nice too, and man, they look so good when you park them in front of Starbucks and get your Instagram pictures in. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Trying to take it easier on the corners because the tires are brand spanking new and I don't really want to slip on them. So yeah, but you can see even in race modes this bike is really nicely behaved. It's not like it doesn't jump around, it doesn't like, it's very easy and nice to ride for 1000cc almost, 150 horsepower. Can't ask for anything more. And it's so pretty. I really like the fronts on those too. So A&S does have the Corsa model out on the floor, and actually I made a mistake. The Corsa model is the one that comes with the Orleans. This has like a Sachs rear and Ducati front, but all the suspensions are plenty. Like you don't need the full Orleans suspension to enjoy this bike, especially on the street. It's actually more important that you spring it for your weight. If those bikes are typically made for somewhere around 150, 160 pounds. So if you're much heavier than that, you need a higher rate spring, because you're just gonna bottom out the suspension. It's not about like, if you just buy any only suspension, it might not be the right suspension for you, and you're still going to bottom it out and not really get any benefits of the better suspension. So talk to your suspension guy and get the right spring ratio for your butt. You can see when the acceleration is a little higher, the quick shifter is much smoother. When you're just kind of trying to shift at those low RPMs, it just doesn't happen as smoothly, and that's pretty much the case with all the quick shifters. Like the BMW is like that, the my R6 with the Flash, it was like that, the Super Sport S was like that. Oh, you can see us in the reflection of the truck. It's cute. It's really cute. I like it. I like it a lot. Bill is on this ginormous thing. It's I rode the 750 BMW GS 750 the other day. That's like the only adventure style bike I fed on. If you haven't seen the video yet, check it out. Check it out. It was a fun bike. It was really cool. It was different, but it was quite fun. So we're almost back at A&S. A&S is super awesome. If you are local to Sac and you're looking for a new bike and you are maybe not sure what you want, definitely come out. You can test ride just about anything they have, and they'll really help you figure out like what's the right bike for you and what you're doing, and they'll listen to you and they'll work with you. So I love A&S. They're great, and you know, they allow us to do all those test rides, so shout out for that. Ooh, this thing here. It's awesome. Thank you, A&S. You guys are awesome. Randy, thank you. So if you stuck around this long, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you already done so. Thank you very much. Comment below if you have any questions. Let us know if there's a specific motorcycle you would like us to ride. We have them all. We have Triumph, Ducati, we have BMW, really just about anything. Let us know if there's anything you are curious about and just maybe don't have the time to come out but would like to see in action. We can make that happen. And let's close this out here. 2018 Panigale 959, finding neutral. Oh, there we go, found neutral. Finding kickstand. You know, like it's really funny where people put their kickstands. Where is the kickstand on that? Alright, kickstand found. Let's put it on the kickstand. Let's take a last look around the bike. It's gorgeous. I mean, look at that. Your Instagram pictures will be amazing. I love it. I love it. Check it out. Like I said, the Corsa is in the showroom floor too. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.